I think with creative education, we've got many, many jobs to do. But our main job that encompasses all jobs is to support the students to find their creative voice. Technology changes continuously, and human creativity is still going to be one of the most important things for humanity.
I've always loved being immersed in different stories, whether it's reading, film, and then telling my own story. So it felt, pretty natural to kind of get into photography.
I sort of gave it up for a few years, took it back up again, gave it up a little while, I guess as people do with hobbies and pastimes, and I'd had some very significant, very dramatic things happening in my personal life, which meant that I felt quite lost. So photography was kind of a link to me to get back to who I felt I was.
I've been loving photography because when I was back home, I just always loved being taking photos everywhere I go. So when I came to Australia, I was doing working holiday, and once my visa is about to expire, one of my friends, she just said, why don't you just study and just, explore more in Australia?
Yeah, it's been going for almost 2 years now. So our first bachelor graduates will be this December, this Christmas. We couldn't be more excited for this group. They've just, it's really good to see on a personal level that the course is working, the way we planned it is working, but to see them starting to come out of the shell, because we designed the course to, they learn all the foundations, and then they get to experiment with these foundations. And then in those last couple of trimesters, trimester 5 and trimester 6, which they're in now, they're in trimester 5, they really start to explore their own voice with all these skills that they've had and all this knowledge. So when they're exploring their own voice, we get to see that literally explode in front of us. And that is exceptionally exciting.
Because now I'm studying landscape class, I get the opportunity to go to the nature for the first time and just see beautiful scenery, and also kind of practice my camera skills. And I didn't know that how big and how much land Australia is. We went to this big drift. I've never seen places this huge. It's like a desert. For myself, I'm not really good at communication, so I think studying photography really helps me to I can really just shoot something and then tell the story through my images. It's just kind of like a meditation thing, very healing. I was studying portraiture class, and I make a series about my emotions and feeling, and I was telling the story that how I feel during lockdown, without any friends or family here. It was very, very tough for me, but I told Rikki about this, and he was really supportive. He just pushes me, he encouraged me to come to the class. So then I would just show out to classes and at work and got through the challenges. And I think that's the time that I started to be more open up to my classmates. And as soon as I started to communicate with them, I just realized, wow, that they are very supportive, and everyone is very welcoming and like a family. I think Collart, it's such a safe space. I can always come here and then create some magic in the studio, because in the studio I always feel very comfortable, and everyone, my classmate, lecturer, Rikki, Nico, and Vicky, they were all very supportive and helpful. I don't know, just feel like home, very safe. Yeah.
The sense of community for the students is quite incredible. We just went down to Wilson's Prom for 3 days for a landscape trip, and just the amount of laughter, I think, was just infectious. They were just laughing continuously and talking continuously and just looking after each other. I still remember I was here about 3 months, and we did this really big presentation where all the Collarts, permanent staff of Collarts and all the academics got together, and we presented all our courses to everyone so that we could start collaborating and all that kind of stuff. And I stood up there with my hand on my heart and said, this is one of the best places I've ever worked at. The community at Collarts is like a family. Everyone looks after each other. And that's not amongst the staff, but that just filters, the student is the most important thing. So it's that sense of community which is kind of really hard to find. Everyone looks after each other, and whenever anyone's super busy, everyone pitches in.
So my parents have always photographed like our holidays and just everywhere we go. We literally have maybe 50 photo albums downstairs. So cameras were always like around, and I was always able to use them and take photos, and I just enjoyed it. So I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease in 2019, and I had a really hard health year in year 12, and I took a year after to rest, relax, recoup. And I think it made me kind of change my perspective on life to be going for the things that I want to be doing and the things that fulfill me. When I started at Collarts, like I didn't really know how to use the manual settings on my camera. I just knew that I liked taking photos and I liked telling a story. Every week, like I would come home and I would just be so excited, and I'd be like using every excuse to use my camera and take photos, and never get told no at Collarts. Like any idea we have, it's you try it and then often it'll fail, and you'll come back and you'll be like, it failed, and the lecturer will be like, I knew it was going to fail, but you had to find out that it was going to fail. So they let you do anything and they push you to go further. So there's a lot to quickly bond over in terms of big projects to complete, stress levels, excitement. Like we create, we have these group chats where we just like send in the work that we're doing and check this out, check that out. And it's like separate from, it's often uni work, but it's often not as well. Great to have, and great to have people who you can lean on both when you're excited and you want to share something, and then when you're having a harder day or something. In documentary class, I decided to look at chronic illness in other people around me. Going to study photography, I've found that it's been something that I can use to tell that story and to tell those experiences, because it can be hard to tell in words. So through photography, it's kind of like this tool to tell such a bigger story.
I'm here in the northern part of New South Wales. I'm in a very small caravan in Bangalore on the side of someone's property, and it's a pretty quirky, pretty funny little arrangement. So moving up here was about just doing the right thing by myself and getting some fresh air. You know, being in the city is pretty tough and pretty grindy, and I'd been working some like pretty high stress corporate jobs for quite a long time, which I'd hated since the day that I stepped into them. Getting on board with Collarts was really about saying like, hey, all right, I'm at that middle age point now where it's important and really valid to re-examine like what's important to you and what you want the next half to be like. I think, look, even if I was in a location which sort of facilitated my being on campus, I probably wouldn't be on campus all the time anyway. Like, I'm a pretty big introvert as well. But I also want support to be there when I need it. You know, if I need help, I know I need help, and I'll unashamedly ask for help. And all the resources have been there. Study support has been really great. But making sure that I've got everything available to me at all times, like 24/7, is really good. You know, having been first at university in my early 20s, I can't tell you how radical this feels.
Yeah, we've really always been taught to understand the basics so that we can, and not just like the basics, but understand light, composition, design elements, all of that, so that we can go into the workplace. But then if we want to push it, change it, obscure it, we can do all of that as well.
I think like studying photography, this course is really like improving my skill like from 0 to 100. Like, I mean, I'm still like evolving, and I'm just pretty sure that if I really go back to Taiwan, I can bring out my skills, and then I really wanted to like start a studio and then just kind of collaborate with my friends and doing something.
And any given day you walk into the student kitchen and there's fashion students and performing arts students and photography students, and they're all eating lunch together and they're all talking and they're all starting to collaborate on projects. I think that's one of the key things that Collarts offers, is that every single person that walks out of that lift is studying a creative course. So we really encourage collaboration between the courses, but we almost don't have to. Just by osmosis and just by that student sitting down with that student and sharing lunch, suddenly they're working on a project together.
I guess I would just say that for whoever it might be that is watching this, that is like feeling a little bit like, should I, shouldn't I, is this the thing for me? Probably just do it. Probably just do it. And if you're already thinking about it, there's some part of you that wants to just do it. So just do it. Do things just for fun. Do things because you can. This doesn't have to be any other reason. And Collarts is a really lovely place to do it, no matter where you are in the world, what's happening for you, and there's a space for you there, I think, to do that. So yeah, treat yourself, indulge yourself, go and make art, go and make things. It's good fun. It's good for you. It's good for your health.